Welcome to Agape Learning Tools Podcast. I'm your host, Janae McKnight.
And I'm John Boyd, your co-host.
And this is also my brother. And between the two of us, we have over 50 years of educational background experience. And so we decided that we want to share that information with you. So here we are today. And today we are talking about the topic of
the ineffective classroom. Focus on 4 things as far as the ineffective classroom is concerned. The ineffective classroom environment, the ineffective classroom presentation, the ineffective classroom instruction, and the ineffective classroom relationship.
Yes, so let's get right into it. Let's talk about the ineffective classroom environment. Number 1, the ineffective classroom is messy, cluttered, the room is disorganized.
Number 2, the ineffective classroom environment does not contain any student success on the walls, in the room. That design is not present for the student.
There's nothing on the walls. There's no personalized materials in the classroom. Number 3, there are no pictures, no educational, no motivational pictures, nothing to tell the students that yes, you can do this, you got this, nothing to encourage them on a daily basis.
Another thing that the environment of the ineffective classroom doesn't have is a classroom design strategy. There's no seating chart. Students come in and do whatever they want to do. They sit wherever they want to. There's no design. You don't know where you're going to be. The teacher is not in control.
Yes, and the last ineffective classroom environment situation is that there are no visible or audible rules or expectations in the classroom. None have been set. There's none posted on the walls as a constant reminder. There are no rules or expectations.
Next, in the ineffective classroom, you have presentation.
Yes. So the first thing is there is no personal dress code for yourself in the ineffective classroom. You dress how you want to. You wear the same thing the kids wear. No one can tell the adult from the child in the classroom.
Vulgar or ineffective vocabulary. A lack of vocabulary concerning your topic, instruction to enlighten the child.
Mm-hmm. Another thing in the ineffective classroom presentation is having emotional responses. That means that the teacher is yelling. The teacher is going back and forth with a student. The teacher has relinquished their authority in the classroom by participating in going back and forth with a student. Next, in the ineffective classroom, we are discussing the instruction.
When you are in an ineffective classroom, you will recognize that there's vague knowledge of material that is being taught.
Mm-hmm. Another thing is there's no excitement about teaching the subject. They're not excited about it.
Another thing is lesson planning. It's not even present. It's just we're talking off the top of our head.
And also, no differentiation. When there's no differentiation, your English learners suffer, your students with IEPs suffer, and your high ability students suffer.
The next topic in the ineffective classroom is relationship.
When there is no relationship, there's no knowledge of who your students are. The teacher does not know anything outside of their students' faces. They don't know them.
You don't care about your students. You don't make them your own.
It's just a job. And there's no relationship. No relationship with the parents. You don't call them. You don't text them. There's no relationship there.
It's just a job.
So thank you all so much for joining us on Agape Learning Tools Podcast. We are your educational consultants. I'm Janae McKnight.
And I'm John Boyd.
And so we want you to like and to share this podcast with other educators, as well as subscribe so that you can hear the next episode, which is going to be about the effective classroom. And so join us on Anchor, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, as well as on YouTube. Until next time, see you later.